Merciful heavens. And we are live. We're live, guys.
Oh.
Well, hello there.
Hello.
Welcome to another fabulous episode of Catt Chatt. My name is Tom Catt, and I am joined by the fabulous, the ferocious, the hosts of Naughty or
Nice.
Alexis Flame and Toni Homeperm, and I am appropriately attired tonight.
Yes.
Oh, seriously.
It's funny. I told myself this evening, I'm like, I'm gonna have Alexis and Toni on the show,
That's
and
right.
I know them. They're going to be in drag, so it's only appropriate that I also am in drag.
It's funny because as I was looking for my glasses and hurrying back to the main stage, I was thinking he usually does the show out of face.
Right.
I do usually do the show out of face. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. Do I want it like this or like this?
I'll do it the other way.
I feel this because you can see
this way we all get to a frame. Because Toni, I've been meaning to tell you, I noticed
Yes.
on our Heat Miser video,
Yes.
your side of the screen was a tad larger than my side.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Was it really? Really?
It really was.
I just can't believe
I didn't
it.
notice that until I got the 75-inch TV. And I was like, oh, that.
So I wanted to have you guys on here just so I could, shoot the shit.
Oh,
We did shoot the shit. Oh, you can see my messy boudoir. Oh, well.
oh dear.
Do you not want to show your messy boudoir? I'm sure many people have seen it already.
If they live to tell the tale.
Once they lived to tell the tale, they had to go out and get me more money, didn't they? You said it best, Dolly. It takes a lot of money to look this cheap.
It sure do.
I was going to say, I said it before, I'm very flat today. I'm flat chested. I'm flat haired. I'm very flat.
That's okay. I'm wearing a training bra.
You broke training. It's so important. You broke training.
Training them how to stay in the damn thing.
Stay.
That is why.
Oh, and for you viewers, just in case you didn't know, the password is B. Arthur's Brazil.
The password.
I never tire of it. I never tire of it.
Arthur's
I will never ever tire of that.
You know what? When we did that show, it just seemed, in the spirit of it seemed appropriate because they would have said something like that.
Yes, they would have.
And when I said, I forgot what the question was, but when I answered, B. Arthur's Brazil, and you had to make, because at the time they would not have said bra, they would say Brazil.
Yeah, the same way they would say patootie or whoopee.
Yes.
Keister.
Yeah, so when I said B. Arthur's Brazier, B. Arthur nearly fell out of her seat.
She did.
And how? I literally got out of my seat and pulled my white bra for all people to see because that was exactly where I was. CJ says
we did have fun that night.
What happened, dear?
I said we did have fun that night.
We did. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Those unaware, Alexis Flame is better known as the Horror Diva of New York, and Toni Homeperm is the singing diva of Long Island. What I want to know is how that came to be. We'll start with Toni because Alexis likes to talk.
No, really?
Well, I never.
Oh, please.
Toni, how did you come to be the singing drag queen diva of Long Island?
Well, I was a member of the Long Island Gay Men's Chorus, and we were doing putting a fundraiser together, a drag fundraiser, and I, did drag for the very first time at that fundraiser. And our good friend, who you also know, Jeremy, he actually gave me my drag name, because originally I was thinking I was much heavier, and I was doing very Tracy Turnblad hairspray kind of drag, and I was going to call myself Toni Turnblad, and yeah, but then Jeremy,
I didn't think you were going to call yourself Toni Turnblad.
Yes. Well, even funnier, back in like the late '90s, when I thought about doing drag but never did it, I was going to call myself Vagina. But when I told Jeremy Toni Turnblad, he just looked at me and he said, Toni Homeperm. And I was like, oh, that's me. I was like, that's me. I was, and it was like a door opened, and I was like, that's who I am. And I actually, if you've seen the movie Connie and Carla,
I have seen the movie Connie and
that's like, when I saw that, I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to be a drag queen who sings. And so, I did that very first gay men's chorus fundraiser, and I sang live. And my first solo, I did a version of Lord's song Royals, but it was like the who's that Puddles, the clown. He did
yes.
He did he had done like a very like a piano version of that song, and I did like the same arrangement. And that was the very first song that I did as Toni Homeperm. And I had the honor of Ariel Sinclair introducing me. So
I love Ariel Sinclair. I'm going to have her on.
Ariel.
I had her on Talking Tony. She's a fabulous guest.
Actually, it's funny, B, because Toni and I were talking because, well, the Halloween episode was, well,
I don't know what you're talking about, Alexis. That Halloween episode was absolutely amazing. You weren't even there. I was looking around and I'm like, where is she? Oh, there's tushies everywhere. Look at the bottoms. Look at all the bottoms and tops.
Oh, I was there, trust me. I was sampling the tushies.
Did you have to inspect the merchandise
Of course, I had to make
her firmness.
Nice standard.
It's like checking the fruit at the supermarket, right, for ripeness.
And how?
Alexis knows how to thump a melon.
Oh, yes, she does.
So now that we know where, and you're also a professionally trained singer, yes, Toni?
No.
Really?
Nope.
I'm impressed.
I mean, I take vocal lessons, but not a professionally trained singer.
You're still professionally trained.
Okay, I'll take it.
Being trained by somebody who does professional work.
I get paid to do it, well, or at least I did. At least I did when we had shows. So
yeah, right.
Oh, remember those in the long ago? When dinosaurs,
the galaxy far away.
They used to have a show at the Cove Bar.
So now that we've gone over Toni, it is time for Alexis. How did you become the Horror Diva of New York?
Take a look at me. No, actually, it started about 12 years ago. And I wasn't really doing Halloween at the time because my late mother had just passed away.
My condolences to the memory of
And her birthday was the day before Halloween, the 30th. And it's funny because the dreaded ex-boyfriend, who I really don't have that much nice to say about, or that much nice. One of the few things I can attribute to him is that he's the one while we're together, because I had a replica of Elvira's gown as well as my own vampirish gown. He pulled them both out of the closet, laid them on the bed, and he says, "We're going out. Get ready. You're not going to sit here and mope on Halloween. Your mother wouldn't have wanted that, I'm sure. She was a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio. Get your ass up and get into makeup." And I did. reluctantly, but you know what? I had a great time. And it became a thing, and later on I became the unofficial queen of Halloween in New York.
There you go.
And I've also done the horror host thing. I've done the Comic-Con Chiller Theater. And we lost our host.
We lost our host. I said it was going to be a naughty or nice takeover. And we did. Wow, welcome to a very special episode of Naughty or Nice with your hosts,
Alexis for the naughty Alexis Flame and
the nice Toni Homeperm. I don't know what just happened.
Why?
I don't know how this could be.
Seriously, if she didn't want to know, she shouldn't have asked.
She made her bed, and she's got to lie in it now. I don't know. I wonder if we're still. I don't even know if we're still broadcasting.
I don't. It says live up in the corner.
It does say live. I'm like, this is, and I see on my phone where we are still going, but I don't.
Okay, well. So tell me, Toni.
Yes.
Alexis? How does it feel to be an instant pothead?
I love it. Oh, I love it. One thing, like hard-boiled eggs, it makes the absolute perfect hard-boiled eggs in 5 minutes.
Really? I have to try that. Send me when you get a chance, sweetie, send me the link because I know you need some sort of silicone thingy to do hard-boiled eggs.
Either
I'm afraid to just put eggs in my Insta, but did she just text you?
Yeah, she said that her internet kicked her off.
Oh no! Well, we're still on.
How could if she's running the show, how could the internet kick her off?
I have no idea because we're still broadcasting live.
I don't know, unless I don't know. Maybe she wants to
pick it up.
Maybe she wants to stop it and restart. I mean, it is her show. I mean,
well,
I do have to be
until a moment ago.
We do have to be nice. So let me text her. Let me text her.
In true to form fashion.
Oh, there she is.
My internet decided to say, "Go fuck yourself."
Honey, it couldn't have been your internet because we were still live.
Yeah, I know. You got it. Literally became naughty or nice for a while.
I said it was going to be a naughty or nice takeover, and it literally was.
I blame Alexis' witchcraft. I didn't send her the link early enough, and she's mad at me. So now she's texting me.
That's what you get for not sending her the link.
I love it. That's what you get, you bitch. So sweet you are. You're so good.
We'll get you for that, Maud.
Let this be a lesson to you. Let this be
a lesson indeed.
From now on, you know.
Yeah, you better send her that link direct. You're like, I can put it on my own show.
It's my own fault. It really is. Well, you know something? Everybody else found out about the history of the horror diva. I did not. It's fine. I don't care.
Yeah, all of a sudden I saw you were frozen.
I was frozen. Literally frozen. I was like, I wanted to hear the story. I wanted to hear it.
Oh, I can tell it again quickly.
Tomorrow.
12 years ago, Mom passed. I wasn't doing Halloween. A shitty ex-boyfriend made me do Halloween. I became the unofficial queen of Halloween in New York.
End of story.
That's the abridged version. That's
all there is for Thursday night.
The Reader's Digest version.
Exactly.
Sort of like I Am John's prostate.
You like to talk.
Yeah. Sort of like I Am John's prostate. You know, Reader's Digest. They always used to have. Oh. Alexis knows what I'm talking about. Reader's Digest.
I loathe and despise you, Toni. That's
They
so
have those articles. They would have like, I am John's gallbladder, and it would like the gallbladder would be like describing its function in the human body.
yeah.
True, it's true story.
I believe it because you want to laugh. I used to collect Reader's Digest. I used to collect it because I sprung from the womb as an old woman.
I find that easy to believe. Whereas I am eternally young.
I'm not going to finish that statement. I'm not going to finish that statement. I'm going to be a good girl tonight. CJ actually
tell us, Vera, who's been sleeping in your dress?
You have. You have, you bitch.
Yeah. Don't worry, I stretched it out for you.
This was actually the dress that I'm wearing tonight is a Judith Ann. It is a 2X Judith Ann that was recommended to me by Alexis. And I adore Alexis so much because she will, out of the goodness of her heart, send me the dresses that she knows she has already, but would rather I have them instead anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And if I tell you that really it makes my heart so happy that she would think so highly of someone so low.
Oh, please. I think very highly of you, but I wouldn't call yourself low.
No, I'm too tall.
Maybe, but not low.
Thanks. I needed that. CJ actually asked a very interesting question. How I got into drag.
Hi, CJ.
Yeah,
hey. CJ says, "Hey, Toni, Alexis, and Tom."
Hi, CJ.
Says, "I'm still here because
you didn't lose.
How come hey, Toni?
Yes.
Some comments from our viewers don't come up on our show like this.
I know. I have to check the settings.
Yes, you should.
I will.
Check the settings. She says, "Toni, now you're in deep shit."
She's
and CJ then asks, "How did Tom get into drag?" It's a very simple story.
You do drag?
Halloween, and the longest Halloween I've ever been a part of.
Welcome to our world, bitch.
I mean, and then cosplay happened, and then I was like, I miss getting into drag. I miss putting on makeup. I miss looking fabulous and looking glamorous. And
that's one of the reasons Toni and I do Naughty or Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what made you two decide to do Naughty or Nice?
Well, we had been talking about doing, like a show together. We had done another internet TV show, which I won't go into too much. It was very well received, and we just felt that because of our friendship, our chemistry.
Well, that's just it. I'm sorry to interrupt, Toni.
No, go ahead. I'm used to it.
No, I do it all the time. But no, because Toni and I, especially because last year I did I hosted the Imperial Court of New York, or co-hosted with Madison Mansfield. We love Madison.
Yes. We adore Madison.
Yeah, Toni, we have to get with Madison about doing a Naughty or Nice Messy with Madison crossover.
Yes, absolutely.
But I co-hosted the Imperial Court of New York's Totally Awesome 80s show with the fabulous Madison Mansfield. And I should also mention Twice Empress, former Miss Long Island. Mm-hmm. She's amazing. But, and as a preview to that show, Talking Toni was broadcast live from my apartment.
Right.
And we got so many compliments as to how we interact together.
The both of you do have the two of you have very, very good chemistry.
Yeah, well, actually that clip came up in my newsfeed not too long ago, and I shared it as the pilot to Naughty or Nice.
Yes. That was our lost. That was the lost
episode. The lost episode of Naughty or Nice.
Together again for the first time. Toni's words. She's amazing. And Toni's also the queen of parody. She really is.
I definitely have to give it to you. Every time she posts a new parody on my wall, I'm like, what did this bitch do this time? What did she do this time? And I listen to it and I'm like, oh, yep, that's.
Oh, she's amazing and she's fucking hysterical. That's my language. We'll just say, despite all this glamour, I have the vocabulary of a well-educated longshoreman.
Yes,
I'm a freaking lady, damn it.
That's. But you're still a lady.
Yeah.
The man in the moon is a lady, and the man in the moon is Alexis.
Yeah,
Tom,
right? I am a Cancer. I'm a child of the moon.
Tom, one of the things that I will always respect Alexis for. We were in a show. I think it was only like my third time doing drag. It was the winter drag spectacular. I'm sure you remember that, Alexis.
Oh boy, do I!
And
I remember it well.
You know, and Alexis took me aside and she said to me, "You need to step up your pussy."
Step your pussy up, yeah.
On brand.
And you know, and I appreciated that. And you know, I asked her for a lot of advice, and you know, and she gave me a lot of advice, and I took it and I incorporated it, and I did, and I stepped my pussy up. You know.
Well, from now on, I'm going to be very careful of the occasions where I give advice, because not too long ago, I gave another, who I thought was a girlfriend, some advice, and they went up and had a titty attack on me. Oh, well.
I want you to explain to me what exactly is a titty attack. I'm not familiar with that. I'm not familiar with that.
I tried to give them some advice as somebody who's been doing this since speech replaced sign language. I was basically told, I'm booked. You're sitting on your couch. I left it there. But then let's face it, it's not difficult to park the waters in a bathtub.
Be nice.
I am being nice.
All right, that's
I'm being nice.
You can't be nice. We're always.
So, now I have.
But you know what? It taught me a valuable lesson. You know, I mean, some girls just don't want to take advice from someone who's been doing the same thing for a lot longer. So you know what? From now on, I'll give advice when I'm asked for it. And I'll leave it at that. I don't wish that person any ill will. I still think they're a nice person. But they wanted to, I was offering friendly advice, and they turned on me like a rabid pit bull. Bye. That's all I got to say. I mean, there's nothing else to say. I thought I was doing something nice. It was taken out of context.
You were doing something.
It's not my problem.
It was just.
I will say, the next time this person came up across my news feed, even though they unfriended me, they looked amazing, which is something they don't normally look.
Such gracious compliments. Gracious compliments.
So nice.
I love compliments. I want to be complimented like that every day.
Me too.
Sweet.
Oy vey.
So I have to. Yes.
Please
continue. Singing that.
Tom, please ask away. Fire away.
I would love nothing more than to ask all the questions.
Ask all the questions.
The song Bosom Buddies comes from the musical Maine.
Yes.
What made the two of you decide to use that as your intro music? And also, how did you make it so that you don't get flagged when you start playing that song?
Because there's only 30 seconds of it.
Yeah, it's short. Gotcha.
Tony, do you want to answer that question, or should I, as how we chose Bosom Buddies?
Well, because we started doing that when we were appearing, when we were doing shows together.
Yeah, see, what it is, Toni and I have both done Bosom Buddies with other partners. I've done it with my drag daughter, Gia Riley Flame. Mm-hmm. I've done it with my best friend, Ambrosia Moore.
I don't remember who I did it with.
Neither do I.
I understand now. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Thank you. However, but then we decided, because we were doing a show together and we needed a duet. So, like, okay, let's do Bosom Buddies from Maine. We both know it. Mm-hmm. And the way we fed off of each other doing it, I mean, the best version of it I've ever done. I mean, not that I didn't do it well with my daughter and my bestie, and she did it well with that person. But it's like, but the comments are there, Toni. No.
I think
I say that with these long, sharp teeth. But
now. So the both of you sang Bosom Buddies, and that was part of your gimmick.
And actually, we did it when Alexis and I co-hosted for the Long Island Gay Men's Chorus.
Yes, we did.
A fundraiser for them. We
got a standing ovation for it.
Yes, and we together we raised more money at that fundraiser than the chorus ever raised. So,
I understand that. That
makes a little feather in our cap.
A little one, yes, a little feather. We like that.
Yes, we do.
Tiny feather, not
just tiny.
I wish I had a feather to use.
Where would you use it?
That's between me and my God, darling. So
how was dinner with Paul Newman?
That was because I thought ours would be the perfect marriage.
Well, you were having dinner with Paul Newman. I was stooping Burt Reynolds.
May God rest both of those in peace.
Reynolds.
I can see it now. Oh. You know those arcade games? It's like a big glass box with the claw, and you reach for the stuffed animal.
Yes.
I can see it now. The Grim Reaper, Keith Richards. Come on, Keith Richards.
It never gets him. It's
never going to.
No.
I don't think the Grim Reaper is going to be taking him anytime soon.
Alexis and Keith Richards will be the last ones left on Earth.
It's on the phone. Hey Mick, guess who I outlived this year? Seriously, Carol Burnett, watch your patoot.
She's only, how old is Carol Burnett? She's only 80-something.
Mary Tyler Moore is gone.
Mary Tyler Moore is gone. Yes, she is.
And Mary Tyler Moore and Carol Burnett were good friends, as were Carol Burnett and Julie Andrews.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And you know what?
I think Julie Andrews is in her 70s.
No,
she's got to be older than that.
She's also in her 80s too. Wow.
Yeah.
My God, isn't it tragic?
I wouldn't know what it's like to be that.
Time goes by so slowly.
Tell me about it. So
that was nifty. That's a nice stroll down memory lane. Let's talk about all of
memories. Talk about what? I'm sorry.
Talk about all of the people that have died.
Oh God, no! Please, let's not.
No.
So.
I do my nails before I go into that conversation.
What made you choose the name Naughty or Nice?
Well, I actually came up with that
because
only because
the brains. I'm the pretty one.
No, you're the brawn. Who are you kidding?
Yeah, that too.
She's
the fraud.
She's the mob wife hit woman.
Basically, I'm the vampire mob wife.
The vampire mob wife. Yeah, I sometimes get invitations to your mob games, and I'm like, Not me. Not me, friend. Try again.
But Alexis would always
says 87. Carol Burnett.
87.
Oh, thank you,
She's up there.
Thank you, CJ.
Thank you, CJ. But Alexis would always, she would always, when we would be talking on the phone, she would always be like, "Oh, that's so nice." And so I said, when I was coming up with an idea for, the name of the show, I just said, "Oh, naughty or nice," because
Thank you so much, but my jewels will not pop my boobs.
No, never.
My boobs are bulletproof.
Yes, and Betty White's birthday was yesterday, 99 years old.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, 99 years old. Every time I see a picture of him, just like, oh, did she die?
Not yet.
I believe she killed the other Golden Girls.
Oh, I believe, no, that was, wow. I just got to chill. I honestly thought the same thing. She put a curse on them.
Seriously. Because Estelle Getty played Sophia, but Estelle Getty was actually the youngest member of the cast.
The youngest, and she was the first to go. She died in 2008.
Yeah, true.
Now, honestly, I thought it was going to be like the Curse of the Golden Girls because it was in 2008 Estelle Getty passed, and in 2009 Bea passed, and in 2010 Rue passed. I was like, all right, 2011, let's see what you got. And 2020, Betty White is still here.
She's still hanging in there. Yeah.
Yeah. She's like me. She's just too ornery to drop dead.
Yep.
True.
People tell me all the time, Alexis dropped dead again.
How many times is that now? 20 in the last 5 days?
Honey,
the only person that would be so sad if Alexis Flame died would be the liquor store. Was that Catty? I think that was Catty. That was Catty.
That was very Tom Catty.
That was very Tom
Catty.
No, I said Alexis. The only person that would miss Alexis after she passed would be the liquor store owner.
Oh, he'd definitely send the biggest floral arrangement.
He would send the biggest floral arrangement.
In the shape of a Jack Daniels.
In the shape of a Jack Daniels. So,
Alexis, you did not order today. What is happening? Oh my goodness!
I'll order next week.
I am standing here beside myself.
So we are in a pandemic. We are doing our own things. I know, shocking.
I didn't know.
I honestly
didn't know.
Anytime somebody says, "Oh well, you know, there's a pandemic," I said, "I have no idea. I
can't believe it.
I didn't know that. Did you know that? I didn't know that.
Didn't know.
So, what have you guys been doing to keep yourself occupied and still,
Naughty
or nice?
I know there's more than that.
Not really.
Well, actually, Toni's been caring for her ailing father.
True.
And
I know.
And I've been breathing life back into antiques other than myself.
Tell me about that, Alexis. Have you always been an antiquer? Have you always been?
I had an antique shop a long time ago. But basically, and at my age, I know, and how I'm living now, I no longer have the tools, the chemicals, or even the freaking motor skills to do a full-on restoration. But to bring me an old piece of furniture that just needs a little repair and a little zhuzh, a little TLC to bring it back to life, that I can do. And it's not like I'm restoring them. Yeah, thank you. No, that's your husband that does that to hair, okay?
To those who don't know, yes, Toni Homeperm's husband, Frank Beccari, is better known as the Wig Wizard.
I named him the Wig Wizard.
That's true.
I named him the Wig Wizard.
And if I tell you, his wigs are stunning.
Yes, well, he's responsible for tonight's naturally curly red hair.
And my blonde.
Mine came out of the bag. Mine came out of the bag. I cut a little bit on the. I cut the bangs a little bit, but that's about it.
Oh, yay!
No,
giving us Miss Swan realness.
You're looking like a man. You're looking like a man.
Yes, I know, Mark.
Oh my God! You have another new character. You have another new persona.
You could do that too. You really could. Oh, I would whip myself.
Miss, what did he look? What did he look like?
Tony, where can I find Sequin Depends?
Sequin Depends. We should be so lucky.
Miss, what did he look like?
He looking like a man.
No, but you know what, Tony? We may have just created a monster because
I know
cosplay.
God no.
She'll go with it.
I know. He should.
You know, I bought it for two reasons. I bought it because Alexis was like so adamant about me being Vera Charles at some point, and I was like,
"Oh, I love Vera Charles."
Damn it! I've always wanted a decent black Bob. I've always wanted a good Bob, and I said I had to buy it, and I asked the fool that I am. I always ask Tony. I'm like, does Frank have any like in the basement that he's just not doing anything?
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not trying to be shady. It just comes naturally. But let's face it, the three of us, we're big girls.
Yes, we are.
I think your Bob should have a little bit more volume to it.
You know, I don't want it to have volume, actually. I mean, yes, it could, but then I'll look too much like Cheetah Rivera. And I don't want to.
Let me entertain you.
Let me make you
smile. Let me turn a few tricks, some old and then some new tricks. I'm not versatile. No, I just think because I just think large ladies should have larger hair.
I agree. I agree to a point.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying like boof it out to a hair helmet.
No.
What's wrong with a hair helmet?
What?
Nothing. And just, but if you do that to a Bob, it's going to look like a football helmet made out of hair.
I mean, there was also because again, every time I watch Mame, when I watch Mame, she always had like a hat. She had I remember she had a cloche style hat, and in the beginning of the movie was when it was a little bit more, voluminous. And even then, I was like, I don't like how that looks on her. It's not.
But actually, the Vera I want to see from you. Is the Vera from Bosom Buddies with the fascinator on the victory roll wig.
That would be great.
If you could find me a black wig, I will see if Frank. I'm sure Frank can do victory.
Frank can definitely do the victory roll.
Oh yeah, he did one for me once. That was my very first solo when I did Royals. Excuse me. I had a blonde victory roll wig because I actually was doing a take on Evita. And so like
of course you were.
Yeah, so when I did that number, like I had like a mix, and it was like the crowd was cheering like Evita, and it came out, and then it went into the piano, and I sang Royals.
Of course.
Because you know me, I'm a concept queen. I am. I really am.
Some type of queen.
Sometime. You got to be some type of. You gotta have a gimmick
if you want to get ahead.
That's right.
You can pull all the stops out till they call the cops out. Grind till you find your fan. But you gotta get a gimmick if you want to get ahead. Yeah,
so,
that's awful. Tony's the one who got me singing again.
True.
Well, you know what you should stop doing if you really want to sing? Smoking.
I'm thinking of 3 words. Can you guess what they are?
GFY.
No.
No?
No. KMA.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, but still. No, because before lung cancer, and I know I don't want to hear it out there, but you know what? I'm. If anyone wants to know how old I am, I catered the Last Supper and I provided the hookers for the after party.
You were the after party.
Well,
there is that.
Well, I needed some backup.
We know Mary was your BFF.
They were just like this.
No, she was an employee.
They were just like this.
So that was how this Bob came to be, was because of Vera Charles. And also I also wanted to impersonate Velma Kelly.
Velma Kelly, yes.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I unfortunately have put on a bit of chunk. I have put on the COVID-20.
COVID chunk, yeah.
Put on the COVID chunk. But even so, I've still always wanted a good Black Bob.
Let us know when you find one, dear. No.
Shade.
I need to check my Rolodex. I know I have a Black Bob in here somewhere.
Is it Bob the drag queen?
I should be so lucky.
I'm only kidding, sweetheart.
Well, no, because we're all we could be honest. We're all bottoms here.
No.
See, there I was trying to be shady, and it just blew back in my face.
As well it should.
As well. I love you.
Touch up your makeup, dear.
You have a clarion voice as well.
Sweetie.
There was, what the hell else was I going to ask you guys? I know that there are other things that you guys have been doing drag wise.
Actually, Alexis was mad at you for your
Why now is she mad at
for your insurrection.
For my insurrection.
Yes, on Halloween.
I'm a little lost.
Your treason.
Well, let me elucidate. You remember my younger, thinner sister. This is payback for the one in that trees.
I'm dead. That okay. You know what? Let's talk.
Oh no, yeah. You know what? Let's talk.
Let's talk that Halloween episode.
My voice is not that grave. And she's like, "Oh yes, it is." Coming from someone who impersonates B. Arthur. Let's talk about a gravelly voice.
Everybody that I have spoken to only has amazing things to say about it. It
was amazing. It was hilarious.
Whenever I talk to somebody, and I'm like, I just got off the phone with Alexis. They all start to impersonate you. All of them. And I'm like,
well, let me tell you though, because I got up the next day and I didn't have my glasses on, but I have a laptop by my bedside. So I'm going through Facebook. Like, what the fuck did I post for that picture? I put my glasses on. I'm like, oh, that bitch. It wasn't me at all. It was
that's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious.
Because she really must have studied my pictures, my YouTube videos, because with the exception of the voice, she did have me down pat. The cigarette, the fangs, everything.
I was.
One more.
I literally had just finished putting on my face, and I hear Toni like giggling, saying, "You're gonna shit yourself. Like you're not going to handle what it is that I'm about to do." And I'm like, oh God, what did they do? Did Toni dress up like B. Arthur? Like, is it going to be a night of 1,000?
Oh, she did something a little cheesier than
that. And as soon as she opened the camera, I'm like, you did not.
She did
not. You need to like wear the Agonia. You need to wear the evil eye because Alexis is going to put a curse on you.
That's why I wouldn't let her see me until we were live.
I was completely and totally seized. I was deceived.
I'm not gonna. At first, I was pissed, but then I realized.
Appreciate.
Then I realized a lot of love went into that because she was not making. I mean, it was. I can't.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you most certainly did. I will say this: I was concerned.
I was impressed, and truth be known, here I am, a celebrity impersonator. And now I've got somebody on my own level impersonating me. After I thought about it, I was so flattered and so touched.
Isn't that a nice feeling?
Quite as flattered and touched while still being annoyed for my birthday parody. It may be time for her Boniva.
It was too funny. It was very appropriate.
It was hilarious.
I lived and breathed for that moment. Speaking of the Halloween episode, Alexis, how did you get hooked up with the boys of Eden? The man of Eden. I'm
her
so sorry. The
sons.
boys of Eden.
More of her children.
Bryce Eden Adonis. First started out as a stripper with another one of our guests, Tim DeTuriaga. Oh, he's gorgeous too. Not one of my sons, though. Pity. Hold on, where is it? Doesn't matter. So, but it's funny because Bryce and I became Facebook friends. I forgot whose page I poached him off of. But we would chat periodically. And it's funny, I said, well, the next time you're dancing in New York, let me know. I'll come and see you. And it turned out that Ambrosia and I were working at the Imperial Court of New York's holiday party, which is at the end of January every year. And so I knew, and I was staying with Ambrosia for the weekend, I knew that Bryce was dancing in pieces. So I grabbed in a cab and I went directly from the Copacabana to Pieces. I made a point, because everybody knows who I am. I made it a point of letting it be known that I came there to see Bryce specifically. And then we took pictures together. And then somebody commented on the picture, well, she's prettier than you. And his reply was, well, she should be. She's my mom. And from that point, I became his gay mother. And then I met the boys and all that. I went to Connecticut, which he didn't think I would do, being who I am. But I made the trip from New York to Connecticut.
You can't say no to a pretty set of eyes and a great ass.
Well, that's
how you and I became good friends.
Hot sweetie. Brazier.
So outside of doing all the, because we only have about 10, 11 minutes left, what are things that you are looking forward to most when the world starts opening up again? If it starts opening up again.
Well, hopefully performing
hermit to begin with. I mean, people think that I still live this high pace, glamorous life. There's no nightlife to live anymore. There hasn't been in years.
That is true.
I mean, I show up or show out when I'm getting paid or when it's for a good cause. Otherwise, I'm perfectly content to stay home and watch horror movies and cartoons with my cat and do fat ass alerts.
Mm-hmm.
But what I would like, I would like to perform in front of a nightclub audience again.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like in the future for Toni and I to be able to do our show physically together, sometimes with a guest with us, but even if we still do the guests virtually, but just to be able, because I'm Italian, so I'm like, why are we talking on the phone? Come over for a cup of coffee. I got coffee, I got cake, come on over. I mean, I miss being able to do that. Although, one thing this pandemic has taught us, because I have had a couple of small dinner parties.
Yeah.
And for those of us who are a little bit braver and less fanatic about the COVID, okay, I feel it's taught us a little bit more of the value. I mean, yeah, it's nice going out to the clubs and all that happiness.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also nice to go to a friend's house, have something to eat, have a few drinks, and just talk and laugh. That's what real memories are made out of. Real memories are not made in nightclubs.
True.
Or bars.
Mistakes are made in nightclubs.
Well, bad parenting results in assholes. Same thing.
True. I miss, before the COVID hit, I was booked until like New Year's Eve to do my nursing home show.
I remember you and I have had conversations about that.
So have we. Yeah, that's messed up.
And I love doing those because they were like, they were in the afternoon, and I would go and I would perform for the, the residents at the nursing homes. I would sing all the oldies, and they just loved it. I mean, I tell people this all the time. Like, sometimes they would even bring like the people that had dementia or Alzheimer's to the show, and some of these people who were completely nonverbal, all of a sudden would be singing along to like "Que Sera Sera," or one of "Be My Little Baby," and even like the people that work there, they would say to me, they would be like, I couldn't believe it. All of a sudden, they never say anything, and all of a sudden they were like, singing along, and like, and they were, swaying in time to the music, and and it was just, it was a really great thing to do. But
the really sad part is I know all the songs she's talking about.
Of course.
Alexis, I don't know if you know this, but you are old.
But I don't look it.
That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing.
Love is that
my brand is old lady.
Mine is Vampire Mob Wife.
Yours is Vampire Mob Wife.
I love about the circles that Toni and I travel in is that there are quite a few people that are younger than me, significantly, but they look older. Here I
have a leg
with these like.
I have to ask, where did you get those bosoms?
From my buddies.
Naturally. How foolish of me to have asked otherwise.
Foolish of you.
My friends, sisters, and pals.
No, I am because
I had my if you really must know.
I am so broad-shouldered. It would be very challenging for me to wear.
For my height, I'm broad-shouldered too. I mean, and it's funny too because I'm not a tall man. I'm only 5'8", but I'm not short either. We'll just say no one's going to tell me to stand up and then realize I already am.
You're not that short.
Was that memories or memories? I get the two confused.
Whereas I'm very petite.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, you are. Toni literally comes up to my knees.
Toni and I wear the same dress size. Jumbo petite. Meanwhile,
how is that supposed to make me feel? I've worn some of your dresses, you bitch.
Yeah, and you look better in the two of them than I did, you bitch.
CJ actually asked a very good question. Bob, I'm so sorry. Bob asked a very good question. Alexis, where can I get those great necklaces you wear?
Well, a lot of them came from a company I worked for called Raining Rhinestones. However, we're on hiatus. And some of my other jewels are custom, mostly by Thorin and Company. You can look up Thorin and Company on Facebook. This, however, I think it's online as Sorrell Originals. This was done by Robert Sorrell. I provided the centerpiece. This is actually, hang on. Oh, I can't get it off.
This
is actually if you can see it, it's a replica of Lily Munster's bat.
Oh, right.
That I had embellished, which Robert Sorrell embellished for me with Swarovski crystals. So most of what I wear on my hands is real. I wear sterling silver, I wear platinum, I wear gold. I don't often wear costume jewelry on my fingers unless it goes with a particular set of court jewels. As a matter of fact, I may have an example. Oh.
I was going to say,
I can't be.
Well, Alexis is doing
but the rhinestones is custom made mostly by Thorin. And this piece is by Robert Sorrell. He embellished Lily Munster's bat for me. But thank you for asking. You're very kind.
So, Toni and Alexis, you both are part of the Imperial Court.
Yes.
How did you guys get into that?
I wanted to join the Imperial Court for years. But at the time I first wanted to join, well, I was younger, I was thinner, and I was still making a whole lot of money in Las Vegas. But the Imperial Court's been around. The Imperial Court, our court is almost 40 years old, and the court system is just over 50 years old. Started by the legendary Jose Sarria. And it's a really great organization. If anybody cares to join, you can go online. We have Facebook pages. And I believe the website is the imperialcourtofnewyork.net.
I believe that's accurate, yes.
I think it's ICNY.
Oh, ICNY. Thank you.
ICNY.net?
Yes, but I am a princess in the court.
Mm-hmm.
And Toni is a baroness.
Yes.
I mean, you join as a lord or a lady,
mm-hmm.
and based on the work that you put in,
participation,
whatnot, from lord or lady, you get a gratuitous elevation to baron or baroness,
mm-hmm.
Providing you do partake,
mm-hmm.
and then your title gets elevated from there.
Mm-hmm.
The next time I am elevated, the title will be Princess Royale. And the only title higher than Prince or Princess Royale is running for and being elected by the membership to the title of Emperor or Empress.
Correct.
But right now, I am a princess and Toni is a baroness. I think Toni would make a great empress one day.
Someday. It's a lot of
the crown will come.
Right.
It's a lot of work, especially for emperor or empress, in the court, they have to do a lot.
Considering the work that you've done for the Long Island Gay Men's Chorus, as we've discussed before in the past, I see no reason why you should potentially run in that way.
Someday.
All in its proper time.
Eventually, mark my words, she will.
Someday.
Oh, she will. And then I shall be mother to the Empress. Oh, wait, no, I won't. That would be Chiletta Divine.
That would be Chiletta Divine.
I would be auntie to the Empress.
Auntie to the Empress, yes.
So we only have about a minute and a half left.
Time is fleeting.
Where can everybody find you?
On any street corner.
True.
I've seen it. I've joined her a few times, actually.
Of course, on Facebook, there is the Naughty or Nice page.
Yes.
YouTube, we have our Alexis and Toni page, which we also do our show is live streamed on that. Of course, I'm on Facebook as Toni Homeperm. I have my website, ToniHomeperm.com. And Alexis, what's all your media?
Oh, I'm on Instagram. I think I'm Flame Alexis on Instagram.
Yes.
I'm Alexis Flame 2 on Twitter. Alexis Flame on Facebook. I am the Horror Diva, the Crypt of Alexis Flame, a Lady of Leisure. All pages on Facebook. So look for us.
Just throw a rock. You'll hit us. Actually, Tom, you literally almost could throw a rock.
I can throw a rock, as a matter of fact. Every time I'm at your house, I'm like, should I go and visit them? I don't want to intrude. I don't want to interrupt what they're doing.
We are walking distance, literally walking distance.
I know. The last time I was at your house, she walked over there.
I know.
Oh yeah, I had dresses for her.
That's right. That's why she walked.
That's why I walk.
I'd walk.
Don't walk. Get those dresses.
That's right.
And they're all actually. Oh, I'm sad that we have to go. Actually,
honey, we're Facebook Live. We can linger a few minutes.
You're right. We can do that. I actually bought another Judith Ann that was very similar to the one that B. Arthur wore for the Tony.
Oh,
show up.
Oh, you really want me to do it? All right, hold
on. We want to say. Oh, I know that dress she's wearing. Oh, that looks amazing on her. Actually, B, the dress you're wearing now, I gave you in like a violet color.
Yes, you did. I was very torn to wear that or the other one, but this is.
Oh yes,
isn't it beautiful?
How did I miss that one?
Oh,
isn't it beautiful?
That is gorgeous.
And it doesn't hate the light either. It's just very short sleeve.
See, one of the things I love the most about Judith Ann dresses, they have a significant amount of beading.
Yes.
But on stage, they appear to be more beaded than they really are. Judith Ann dresses are absolute whores for the light.
Oh, my goodness gracious. So, when the time comes.
As a matter of fact, I gave our hostess my very first Judith Ann my very first Judith Ann creation. It's a very pale pink.
It is a very pale pink. I love that outfit. I do. I absolutely love that outfit.
Well, I retired it, and I figure, I'm never going to wear it again. And I'm like, and I was talking to B, and I'm like,
it's very pretty. But again, it faces. It's one of those things that like gives me the same problem where I can't wear my breasts in it because I'm so massive. I am. I mean, the good thing is, one of the things that I'm very thankful for is that B. Arthur, may she rest in peace, was very flat-chested in Golden Girls. A lot of the outfits that she wore.
I believe she had a breast reduction.
She did. She did have a breast reduction. As a matter of fact, she had an interview with the New York Post saying that she hated as she got older, her breasts started to sag. So
that does happen to most people.
Not to us.
To most people, it happens.
Not to us.
So that is.
These actually work as flotation devices.
What sweet.
I love you both so much. If you want to follow that Tom Catt, you can on all forms of social media. If you want to follow this show, you can at that Tom Catt on Facebook. That's where I have everything. On YouTube, Tom Catt, just Tom Catt everywhere. Again, that Tom Catt, I'm there. I'm there.
And of course, Toni Homeperm and I are simply naughty or
nice.
Oh, you're looking like a man.
Oh,
okay. With that, children, chow meow for now, and I will see you guys next week on another episode of Catt Chatt.
Thank you for having us, girl.
Thank
you. And with that, friends, good night.